Hey guys, it's the Waffle King 3 here, and today we're doing the first video of my new channel. My whole idea now is that I'm going to be doing Lego type videos, mostly customs. I don't have a whole lot of money and stuff to throw around, so you probably won't see unboxings unless, like channel picks up magically into some crazy thing. And today I'm going to be reviewing some of my mini builds. It probably doesn't look exactly to scale or exactly perfect by any means. I hope it doesn't, because it shouldn't. Or I should be working for Lego, but I really got a cool idea in my head that when I saw the Lego Death Star, I noticed it came with the small TIE fighter, and I thought it'd be cool to make another type of fighter like that, so I decided to make the X-Wing. The 360 here from the back. I tried to copy the larger X-Wing that you get the set as much as I could, but there's size limitations and pieces that you have to use and change. But I hope that this worked as far as what I was trying to do. This was the first one I built of my mini series, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty good, The wings, of course, here, one second, I'll just get that for you. The wings do, of course, oh, one second, don't mind me. Keep closing this one with my hand. There. It does go into attack position. Most of the things are in the right place, front on view. And if you're wondering about the cockpit, it does actually open. And you can see a minifigure in there, just like how the Death Star TIE Fighter was able to do that. That's what I kind of was hoping. I think it'd be really cool if Star Wars could make like the minifigures, kind of like how the new Marvel Avengers are doing it, or how the board games were. I think that'd be kind of cool, so that you could have this size. Keep the normal size fighters too, but stuff like this would be good for mocs. If you were building like a base, you could have a lot of these on the base premises, and you could also make it very detailed because it's so small. Yeah, that was the X-Wing. So my next fighter, kind of odd. This one's not really accurate. I kind of came up with this one quickly after the X-Wing because I got excited of how well the X-Wing turned out. So I decided to make kind of a whole bunch of these little mini models. And these are kind of like version 1s. Just give you a nice little turn around. Technically there should be the cockpit here and here in seat 2, but when you're working in this size, it's difficult. But I think everything else I got relatively correct. The shape and all. The front's a bit wonky here, but the cannons seem to be about right. The sides seem decent. Here might have used something else. And just like the X-Wing, this part opens up. Come in there. This minifigure actually removes easier. So these are all mine, by the way. I didn't borrow these by anyone. Didn't take them from anyone, I mean. These customs were completely made by me and me only. And in the back, if you've seen it, there's the tow cable, which actually does work. And it has a little piece here that you can connect it onto like an AT-AT. And then it has the minigun, of course, at the back. I don't think I can get building instructions if anyone actually likes these things. I'm just kind of throwing them out there. See if you guys like them. If you do, let me know in the comments, by the way. So this is the Snow Speeder, of course. Episode 5. And then lastly, an odd one to do. I attempted to do the B-Wing. This one didn't turn out as well as the other Lego ships I built. It was kind of wonky. It doesn't match up like over here. See, like the X-Wing, they're about the right size. Maybe the B-Wing could be a tad bit smaller, but the X-Wing, it's approximately the right size. It's just the cockpit of the B-Wing is so hard to do in small scale because there's not really the right pieces that I have. They're probably out there, but I'm limited to what I have to build these as well. Like, I can't go out and buy a whole bulk bin of Lego. That unfortunately, I can't do that with my price at the moment. But the B-Wing, put that there. The B-Wing does, in fact, swivel, and the wings do open. I do apologize for having the inaccuracies underneath with these little tube things, but they're just there to... Oh, that one's screwy. Okay, don't pay attention to that one. But they're basically there just to keep it stable. Like here, if it don't do that, this will fall down. But see, with the little piston in there, the wing will keep itself up. The rest of it's pretty accurate to the actual ship, like these little guns on the side here. Both sides have the exact same. Underneath, I was impressed with this part for myself because the bottom gun came out really well with the photon cannons and stuff. And then, of course, the side here, this comes apart sometimes. Like I said, these are V1 models, so sometimes it happens, but nothing that can't clip back in. Here, you got the ventilation of the B1, kind of the side going on here. Engines, one of them fell off. And then up top here, of course, you can also enter the cockpit, which is not accurate. Try not to mind the cockpit with the rest of the ship. It's a bit off. But yeah, so these are my mini models that I came up with. I really like them. I found that they work really well if you build bases for them. Because, like I was saying earlier with the Death Star, the reason that I decided to build them and show them off was I think it would be beneficial to build smaller just to begin with, especially for collectors and stuff, or even kids too. Collectors probably want the bigger stuff, like a full-scale X-Wing, but we always make things minifigure scale, and sometimes I find the minifigure scale ships are very hard to hold. They get misplaced, pieces break off easily, there's nowhere to store them. But stuff this big, if it was more detailed and stronger, it would probably be more practical, especially when they come up with sets like, oh, the Star Destroyer. Well, wouldn't it be cool if the Star Destroyer had a hangar that you could put your TIE Fighter in, kind of like how the Death Star did that? But yeah, so let me know what you think. Tell me if you like this idea, if I should try building another ship. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and